Hey everyone, I wanted to go over the new and exciting news that we got for Monster Hunter Rise on the Nintendo Switch. And that's the fact that Capcom keeps dropping these 4K visualization, I guess, trailers or like teasers for the monsters that are going to be appearing into Monster Hunter Rise on the PC. And this is, I guess, is some sort of showcase as we get to see them for the very first time, at the very least some of them, in this kind of high resolution. Remember that the game on Nintendo Switch just simply doesn't run that high. I believe it's somewhere around 720p to 900p with dynamic resolution, whereas on PC you're actually going to be able to fix your resolution to a specific rate, and you're not going to be having to deal with any of that dynamic resolution unless you're using DLSS. So I believe the first trailer that we got was an ogre, then we got Tigrex, just last week we got Rathalos, which I did not get a chance to talk about, and now we get to see Magnamalo. So three fan favorites, pretty old monsters, an ogre, Rathalos, and Tigrex, but this is the very first time we actually get to see Magnamalo outside of the demo. And I guess the interesting question would be, why are they just simply showcasing monsters, not necessarily attacking or even moving, instead just kind of like showcasing them in a pretty standardized format where they're just kind of like naturally just standing there. And I guess it has something to do with the texture work that they're really trying to showcase specifically for the monsters. This is something that we spoke about a couple of months back when I was still doing the developer interviews and going over some of the brand new details when the game originally came out. And one of the things that we found out is that the Nintendo Switch does in fact have another layer of textures that's only available for like replays. But clearly what we're looking at here is like another level higher beyond that. Ultimately, like, let's presume this is like ultra settings or something like that, where the Switch will simply not be able to handle that. Here on PC, we're going to be able to see that for the first time. And monsters are a pretty easy showcase to be able to see these type of like really high textures for each one of the individual monsters. Now, personally, I would love to see them moving around and attacking so we can actually see them in a better look, I guess, with like better frame rates and stuff like that, but they're choosing not to do that. We're also not seeing any of the armor sets, which presumably do have that limited high-end textures and not anything higher than what we saw on the Switch. Maybe they do, but we haven't necessarily seen them all that well just yet, at least every single armor set, and specifically the areas as well. They do have better lighting, better textures, of course, but they're rendered better, but ultimately we haven't seen all the areas so far, just believe like 2 or 3 of them. So I would love to see more of that, but ultimately the game is about to drop in a couple of weeks, so I guess they're just holding some of that back. We are expected to hear, or at the very least see, something Monster Hunter related, some type of presentation in perhaps a couple of weeks. So maybe this is something that we're gonna be seeing when they showcase more information for Sunbreak, and they have a segment for the PC release of Rise as they showcase more from it. But that's about all the information that we have available for you guys today. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.